Good morning. This lesson is for my integrated 1 and my honors integrated 1. This is lesson 5 when it comes to solving equations. Before I get started, I just want to say I hope that everyone's doing okay out there. And let's just go ahead and jump right in. Pretty short lesson with this one today, but I think it's good because we're actually going to see the list being defined. We do have to add one more step, and that'll be a final lesson for solving equations section. But our first goal is to have a current list of the steps to solve any equation, and our second goal would be, or is going to be, an example of repeated steps. So, as a math teacher, I've learned that some of my students struggle not knowing what steps to use when solving equations, and so I decided that it would be beneficial for my students if I could create a set list of steps that if you follow these steps, you're guaranteed to solve a one variable linear equation. And the steps are, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to eliminate fractions. The second step we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms. The third step is we're going to get all variables to one side of the equal sign. The fourth step is we're going to add or subtract away a number. And our fifth step is going to be to divide away a number. Now, like I said, the list goes one step longer, but again, it's nice to have a checklist that you can work through a problem, because if you can do step 1, do it. If not, move on to step 2. If you can do step 2, do it. If not, move on to step 3. And this answers the question that some students have of, I don't know what to do. So hopefully this helps out with these problems. But again, this lesson is specifically about which of these steps can be repeated. So here I have a problem for my second goal. And this problem, I like to call this problem my wash, rinse, repeat problem, because in life, there's processes that you repeat, and some of you, when you use shampoo and conditioner, you wash, rinse, and repeat. And so we'll see here on this problem that we're going to actually do that. So I have to do step 1 on this problem because I have fractions I need to eliminate. Now, it might bother you that you have 2 fractions on this problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover up one of them. And I'm sorry for my lack of artistic talent, but that's supposed to be a hand covering up the 2. So we're not paying attention to that fraction, we're only paying attention to this fraction. Alright? So let's look at this problem like this. Alright, so if I want to eliminate a fraction, I'm going to multiply everybody by the denominator. Right? So I'm doing step 1. And I'm going to multiply everybody by this denominator. You get a 3. You get a 3. And you get a 3. And my first 3 and the denominator 3, they cancel out. And so now I'm left with x plus 3x. And what was under my hand, I'm going to bring that back now because I didn't need to worry about it here. So it's 3x over 2. And that's equal to 15. So I need to do my step 1 again. So instead of multiplying everybody by 3, I'm going to multiply everybody by 2. So you get a 2, you get a 2, and you get a 2. Now my second fraction cancels. And again, remember that this lesson is a wash, rinse, repeat. You can do steps multiple times. So now I'm left with 2x plus 3x is equal to 30. Alright, so I did step 1 twice. Step 2, can I combine like terms? Yes, I can. They are both on the same side of the equal sign, so I'm just going to put these guys together, and I get my 5x is equal to 30. So I did step 2. Step 3, get all variables to one side of the equal sign. Well, all my variables are on this side of the equal sign, so I don't need to do step 3. Step 4, add or subtract away a number. I can't add or subtract away a number, so I'm not going to do step 4. And my last step is to divide away a number, and I can do that. I can divide everybody by 5. So my answer for this equation that I had to repeat steps on is x equals 6. Now I want to point something else out. When I create problems, I'm not creating problems randomly. I'm creating problems based on what steps I want to see you do. Alright, so if you actually think about it, this simplifies solving equations immensely, because any equation, any linear one variable equation can be solved with these 6 steps. It's been, or these 5 steps right now, but we'll see the 6th step. It's been simplified. So you have the steps and this in front of you to do these problems. And again, as we work on our cheat sheet, you're going to write this down, and this will be in front of you all year long. And you'll see this so often, eventually you're just going to have it memorized. Remember, I don't like to punish for forgetting. I like to reward for recognizing. So I will, I will post the assignment with this, where there'll be a couple repeating problems. But again, I would, if I were you guys, and I wanted to make sure I was getting the hang of using these steps, and you can solve them in a different order. But I want to get in the habit of writing, 1 through 5, and then eventually 1 through 6, and then, marking it off if you did it or not, because again, it becomes what we would consider, what we call an algorithm, which is a set way to solve a problem. So hopefully this this makes sense to you guys, and it starts to we start to form a method to solve any equation. So we've got a couple more lessons on equations, but I think we're going in the right direction. So that's my lesson. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you guys later.